Welcome everybody to another game of Squirrels baseball. Today we're hosting the Brewers again. And I'll also say Happy Easter for those of you who celebrate. Although in 2011, when this season was supposed to be taking place, this was not Easter. I did check up on that. Easter happened way late that year, all the way in the 24th of April. So we'll see if I remember to wish a happy Easter when it's Easter in this season. Jonathan going to start the game for us here. Unlike a lot of our other starters, Jonathan has given up some runs. And Ryan Braun opens up the game for the Brewers. And first pitch is in there for strike one. Slider for a swing and a miss. 0-2 the count. In swing and a miss. Jonathan opens the game with a 3-pitch strikeout. Ronnie Cedeno looks at strike one. Looks at strike two. Finally swings the bat, but comes up empty. 2 down for Aramis Ramirez. He looks at strike one on a low fastball. That one too far outside. Ramirez gets ahead in the count, 2-1. And make that 3-1 after a too low slider. He'll take that one and put it... Oh, actually, Joey makes a great play at short. I thought that was over his head. But he jumps up and makes the play to keep the inning clean. We'll flip over to the Squirrels half of the first. Manny Parra will start for the Brewers. I remember in reality, around this time, I felt like every time I saw the Brewers going across the bottom crawl, Manny Parra was pitching for them. I swear he pitched in 100 games that year. But here in this season, he's got a 1-1 count on Kester, who grounds to Ramirez over at third, and will make the throw over for the first out. Marvin's managed to get his average barely back up into the triple digits again, though I do feel like the right side is his weaker side batting, so we'll see how today goes against Parra. He's down 0-2 here, and he'll swing and miss and go back to the bench and probably drop down to a double-digit average after that. Chief in the box looks at ball one. Curve that apparently curved too much. High fastball for a strike. 1-1 the count. Swing and a miss. 1-2 the count. Oh, Chief puts that in a gap. I don't think anybody's going to get there. They will not. Chief thinks hard about second, has to go back, and just gets back to first before the throw. Terry up to bat, 1 on, 2 out. Parra gets the call on a low fastball. And then he gets a call on a higher pitch. Terry hits one, gets up the middle. Chief's going to take a turn for third, and he will make it. Runners on the corners, Frank up to bat. Oh, that pitch grabbed in center field by Tony Gwynn to end the inning. We've played 1, Brewers 0, Squirrels 0, and Prince Fielder will open up this half of the second. That pitch just on the corner for strike one. And foul tipped. Swing and a miss. Another strikeout for Jonathan. That's already the third strikeout for Jonathan. And Bill Hall finds himself down 0-2. And yet another strikeout for Jonathan. It's already 4 strikeouts after 5 batters. Not too shabby. Van Hecken takes the plate now. And he's down 0-2. And he will also strike out. So every batter but one has struck out so far for the Brewers. Still scoreless as we go to the Squirrels' half of the second. Tom will lead us off here. He takes strike one. His average, not sky high, but he's had a solid start to the year. Finds himself down 0-2. And looks at strike three. Tom thought that was too far inside, but Parra gets the call. Zach at the plate now. He'll swing and miss on that curveball. Too slow on a fastball. He's down 0-2. Puts a charge into that one, but into the seats foul. And he's behind on another fastball, another strikeout. That's Parra's third strikeout. And Joey at the plate. Looks at strike one. That one too high. 1-1 the count. Far too early on that curveball. 1-2 the count on Joey. And he'll swing and miss to end the inning. Offenses are not looking so hot here to start the game. We've played 2, still 0-0. Gabe Kapler will come to the plate now. Looks at strike one, a fastball right down the middle. Pops up that curveball, but it'll make the seats foul. Pops another one, and Tom's not able to get there. We'll do it again. That one should be down for a hit, and it is. A soft line drive right up the middle, landed right on the edge of the infield dirt. Okay, Tony Gwynn up to the plate now. Takes ball one. That pitch looked outside, but Jonathan able to get the call. Gwynn pops that one up. Tom not able to get there. 1-2 now the count. Gwynn grounds that one. Just fair. Terry fields the ball on first to get the first out, but not able to throw over to make the out at second, which will bring up Parra's spot in the order. One down, runner on second. Parra not looking to bunt, it seems. Down 0-2. Grounds back to Jonathan. And, yeah, that runner took off for third, and Jonathan got the easy out there. I don't really know what he was thinking. So now 2 down and runner on first for Ryan Braun. Squirrels might have lucked out of that inning here, although I guess if Braun strikes out, it doesn't really matter. And Braun fouls that one off. 1-2 the count. Swings and misses. Strike three. So a pretty grave base running mistake by the Brewers, but it comes to nothing. We're going to go into the bottom of the third, still scoreless. And Jonathan up to the plate after that strikeout. Looks at ball one. Not that pitchers' batting averages mean much, but note here that at least at some point in the season, Jonathan was hitting .500. 2-1 the count here. And he'll hit that one line drive right to Bill Hall at short for out number one. Kester at the plate now. Looks at a slider for strike one. Hits that one up the middle, and it does get through for a single. Marvin up at the plate, hitting an even 100. We'll see if Kester tries to give him a boost with the steal. Doesn't take off on the first pitch, which is a called strike. Called strike 2. Marvin drives that one just foul. Thought that was going to catch the first base line, but just missed it. Instead, we get a swing and a miss for out number 2. Chief up to plate now. I kind of wish Kester would take off. He still hasn't, as Chief takes strike 1. Chief grounds that one. It gets through the middle. Kester's going to turn for third, and he should make it standing up. And, well, I guess he did slide, but he didn't need to. Terry up at the plate with runners on the corners and 2 out. Looks at strike 1, a fastball and a outer half. Swing and a miss on strike 2. That curveball in the dirt. Terry able to lay off of it. Grounds that one. A little bit of a slow roller, but Bill Hall able to make the play and end the inning. We're through the first third. Milwaukee 0, Indianapolis 0. The Brewers open with Ronnie Cedeno here in the 4th. That pitch a ball. Jonathan's strikeout rate a little bit down, still at only 6 strikeouts now. Still not too bad for 9 outs. Pops that one up, and Tom will make the play. Aramis Ramirez comes through the plate, one of the few batters that did not strike out the first time through. Swings and misses. Grounds that one. Fair ball right over the bag, but Terry able to pick it up and step on first to make the play. Prince Fielder comes to the plate. I think I mentioned yesterday, already has 4 homers at this early date in the season. None against us so far, though. And he's down 0-2 here. And Jonathan puts him back on the bench with a fastball down the middle. I don't know what Fielder was expecting there, but apparently not that. We'll go to the bottom of the 4th inning, still scoreless. Frank will lead things off for the Squirrels. High fastball, Parra able to get the call. Frank pops that one up, and it actually looks like Parra will field that one himself. 1 down, Tom at the plate here. He went down on a strikeout that he really did not agree with, strike 3. And Parra able to get the call on a high strike there. Swings and misses at a curveball. Tom, I feel like, is a little bewildered at what's going on up here. Parra outside with that fastball. Comes back in, and Tom puts a liner into center field for a single. 1 on, 1 out for Zach. He struck out last time up, but he did have a strong foul down the right field side of the field last time. 1-1 the count here to Zach. Swings and misses for strike 2. Gets that one, and it will stay fair and get down. It's to left field. Tom's going to try third anyway, and he's in there before the throw. That'll put runners on the corners with only 1 out and a hot Joey at the plate. He looks at strike 1, swings and misses for strike 2. Puts that one down into center field, and that'll score a run. Tom comes home on Joey's single up the middle. Jonathan at the plate now, and he's showing bunt. Gets the bunt down. Good placement, but I don't think he's quick enough. Ramirez makes the throw over for the sacrifice, but that'll bring up Kester with runners on second and third and 2 out. Swings at a low pitch there, comes up empty. Gets that one, puts it into the right field gap. That's going to score 2. Kester stays at first, but Squirrels up 3-0, and Parra is reeling. Marvin at the plate now, who takes strike 1. That one too high. Grounds that one to first. That should end the inning, and does. Big inning for the Squirrels, though. Puts up a 3 spot. That means Brewers 0, Squirrels 3 as we head into the 5th inning. Bill Hall leads off against Jonathan. Jonathan starts with a strike with a curveball. Goes back to that curveball and gets Hall to swing and miss. Throws a third curveball to the same result. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Van Hecken at the plate now. Strike 1 at a low fastball. That one more inside. 1-1 the count now. Tries to throw a backdoor slider. Apparently did not get the plate. 2-1 the count. Van Hecken lines to Terry for out number 2. Gabe Kapler up at the plate. Swings and misses for strike 1. Ooh, fastball on the outside, but Jonathan not able to get that call. Gets a slider over, though, for a called strike 2. Swings and misses at a palm ball, and that'll end the inning. So Jonathan keeps rolling. We go to the bottom of the 5th. Chief and the rest of the heart of the order will be coming up for the Squirrels. See if they can get this out of save territory. Chief takes strike 1 on a low pitch. Para looking a little gassed out there. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Chief comes up empty. Terry up at the plate. That one too far outside. Para truly gassed now. Ground ball. Cedeno does make the play. Thought it might have been a slow enough roller, but Terry not particularly close to the bag. And that's it for Manny Para. Bobby Say will take over with nobody on and 2 out in the 5th. So a short outing for Para, and he gives up 3 runs. Don't think that's going to count for a quality start. Frank at the plate now against Say. Fouls off the second pitch for a 1-1 count. Looks at a high fastball. 1-2 the count. Drives that one to right field. That's a clean hit. 1 on and 2 down for Tom, who singled last time up. That changeup too far inside. That fastball too low. 2-0. Curveball that couldn't catch the plate. 3-0 the count. High fastball gets the call. Tom puts that just foul down the left field line. Full count, 2 outs. There goes Frank. Swing and a miss at the plate, though, and that'll end the inning. We're through 5. Milwaukee 0, Indianapolis 3. As we go into the 6th inning, Tony Quinn Jr. will lead off. He grounded out last time up. Swing and a miss for strike 1 on a curve. Grounds that one. Jonathan fields it himself and throws over for the first out. Bobby Say gets a chance to bat for himself. Looks like his first at-bat of the season. Looks at strike 1. Looks at strike 2. And that one actually is in for a hit right over Kester's head at second. So put down Bobby Say for that 1,000 average. He goes to first. Ryan Braun at the plate. That one's going to be foul down the right field line. Dangerous hit, though. Gets a lot more of that one, and I think that's going to leave the park. Oh, off the wall. Turns into a double for Ryan Braun. That'll bring up Ronnie Cedeno with 1 down, runners on second and third. Jonathan playing with fire here. Trying to give back the big inning we just had. 0-2 on Cedeno. Oh, looks at a fastball. Jonathan needed that badly. 2 down, Aramis Ramirez. His average isn't high, but he is a dangerous hitter. He's burned us in Chicago and Oakland so far. 2-0 the count here. Too early on a slider for a strike. He gets that fastball, and it will get over Marvin's head. That'll score 2. Put Aramis Ramirez down for a 2-out, 2-run double. Prince Fielder at the plate. The danger's definitely not stopping here. Jonathan has him at an 0-2 count. Goes back to a fastball, and he grounds that up the middle. This looks like it'll tie the game, and it does. The Brewers come all the way back on a big inning of their own. Bill Hall now at the plate, still with 2 outs. He'll pop that up, and Joey should put that away to end the inning. And he does, but the Brewers score 3. So we're tied up 3-3 going into the bottom of the 6th. Bottom of the order due up. Zach will lead us off. That pitch over the outside corner for a strike. Swing and a miss, strike 2. That one too far inside. Zach lets it go by. Zach hits that one. It will not stay fair, however. We'll do it again. 1-2 the count. That pitch in the dirt. 2-2. Zach hits that one. That one will stay fair. That looks like probably a double. A well-placed ball right down the left field line. In for an easy double. Good way to bounce back in our half of the inning after giving away all of our lead last inning. That'll bring Joey to the plate. Runner on second and nobody out. Joey looks at a fastball for a strike. Hits that one. Not going to be deep enough to get a hit. Hall puts it away for out number 1. Jonathan's spot up next, but his day is going to be over. And we'll see if Phil can finally get that first hit of the year. If we keep putting him out there, it's got to happen sometime, right? That pitch too far inside. That pitch low and inside. 2-0 the count. Phil does not get that hit. And actually turns into a double play. Oh my. It looked like a hit, but Prince Fielder made an excellent play jumping up in the air to grab that one. And Zach had already taken off for third and had no prayer of getting back. So now we've got to make our change. Gonzalez, the usual pairing. We'll go ahead and keep Phil in the game. We'll switch Phil and Kester. Phil, for his faults at the plate, is an excellent second baseman. Kester, not a bad shortstop, but his arm is rather weak, especially compared with Joey, who has a bit of a cannon. So Gonzalez in his top-tier splitter will take the mound against Van Hecken. That pitch too low, opens up with a cutter. Gets that pitch over, 1-1. Grounds that one. Gonzalez will field himself and throw over for out number 1. Gabe Kapler at the plate now. There we finally see that splitter for a strike. Oh, they called that a ball. I thought for sure that was a strike. So 1-1 the count after that swing and miss. Another swing and a miss, 1-2. Kapler really should be on the bench now. Gets a call on that pitch that I didn't think was a strike, so I guess it all evens out. Tony Gwynn Jr. at the plate, looks at ball 1 inside. Swing and a miss. That one too far outside. 2-1 the count. Swing and a miss. 2-2. Gwynn, liner to Terry, who puts it away for the last out. It's 7th inning stretch time. I'll be back with you in just a moment. Okay, we're going to the bottom of the 7th, leading off at the top of the order with Kester. He looks at strike one. Grounds that one, and Cedeno will field that one and make the play. One down, Marvin at the plate, who is dipped to 094 now. Looks at a curveball for strike one. Still batting right-handed with Say in the game. 0-2 the count. Looks at that one. That was a dangerous pitch to take, but Marvin does get that call. He'll foul that one off in the bleachers. We'll do it again. 1-2 still the count as Say starts to tire. Mirror image of the last pitch. Another foul down the right field line. That one will stay fair, and it does get down for a hit. Marvin on first, bringing Chief to the plate. He's had 2 hits today, though he struck out last time up. Say's curveball nowhere close. That curve not particularly close either. 2-0 the count. Too far inside. 3-0. Oh, swing and a miss on that. What turned into a changeup. And a walk. That'll bring up Terry with runners on first and second. 1 out. Brewer sticking with Say, although he's getting wild. Opens up with the ball here. Terry fouls that one off. 1-1 the count. A slow curve. Terry, though, right to the center fielder, Gwynn. Runners will go back to their bases. Frank at the plate now. Say getting the call on a iffy curveball. That fastball over for a strike. 0-2 the count as Say is gassed. That pitch in the dirt. 1-2 the count on Frank. Oh, swing and a miss on a pitch he had no business swinging at. That'll end the inning. Tough break. We've played 7. Brewers 3, Squirrels 3. Brewers will open with Say's spot in the order, though they are going to pinch hit. Nitro comes back in, who you'll remember got a solid, I think, double off of us to tie the game yesterday. Or at least break up a game. I forget. He got a big hit. I remember that much. 0-2 the count in this at-bat. Grounds pretty harmlessly to first, although it's kind of an awkward setup. Terry could have flipped that over to Gonzalez, but ended up taking it himself to get the first out. Ryan Braun back at the plate. Takes ball 1. Looks at ball 2. That splitter outside. The Bardic gets over for strike. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. 2-2 the count. Fastball grounded up the middle. Kester able to get it and gets the throw over for out number 3. Oh, sorry, out number 2. He was only the second batter of the inning. Hard to get out number 3. Ronnie Cedeno at the plate now. He looks at strike 1, grounds to Terry, and he will take it over for the actual third out of the inning this time. Still 3-3 as we go to the bottom of the 8th. Tom will lead off, and we're going to have a pinch hitter coming up soon. Charlie Villanueva comes up. Or sorry, this is Carlos. Charlie Villanueva, I think, was a basketball player. Carlos Villanueva now pitching for the Brewers. sporting a 15 ERA. I know reliever ERAs can be misleading, but that can't feel great to be carrying around. Ground ball right over to the third base bag. That's good for a single for Tom. Zach up at the plate, who's got his average up to 200 now. That changeup called a strike. Zach fouls that one down the right field line. 0-2 the count. Looks at strike 3. So we'll pinch hit here. Let's put Quentin into the game. Quentin being our big power threat off the bench. He, could get us a 2-run lead with one swing of the bat here. Also one of our 2 switch hitters with he and Marvin. So Marvin a much different kind of hitter. Swing and a miss. Quentin down 0-2 here. That changeup too far outside. Quentin gets a lot of that one. That one, no doubter. 419 feet for his first home run of the year. 2-run home run for Quentin, and that makes us feel a lot better about where we are at going into the 9th. Over into the hotel balconies. At least I assume it's a hotel. I don't really know, I guess. Phil up at the plate now with 1 out and now a 2-run lead. Swings and misses. Really wish he'd go ahead and get this first hit of the year here. Puts it in the air, but foul. 0-2 the count. That a ground ball to third. Ramirez throws over for out number 3. 2. I keep losing count of the outs. Kester at the plate now. Takes a called strike 1. Grounds that one to Hall at short. A little bit of a long throw, but he is able to just get it ahead of Kester. So Kester is the fastest man on the team. And ooh, boy, that was very close. We've played 8. Brewers 3, Squirrels 5. That'll bring Shibuya into the game to try to finish this off. I don't really know where I want to put him in the lineup. It really should be Kester's spot, so I guess we'll do that. Boy, do we want to try Quentin at short? I guess we will. Not thrilled with this defensive lineup, but we're going to roll with it. All right, the Brewers do have the heart of the order coming up for this 9th inning. Aramis Ramirez leads off and looks at strike number 1. Gets that one up in the air. Frank's not going to make it. That's going to be a single. That brings Prince Fielder to the plate. 290 average with 4 home runs, so definitely can't fall asleep here. Not that I think we would. Pulls that one foul. 0-2 the count on Prince. Gets him to swing and miss on that changeup. Out number 1. Bill Hall, who, like I said, has been a thorn in our side, but hasn't gotten a hit today, looks at ball 1. That pitch never got above his knees, I don't think. Swings and misses. Swings and misses again. 1-2 the count. Ooh, just off the outside corner. 2-2 the count. Breaking ball. Hall puts it in the air. Frank will get to that one. Ramirez way off the bag, just able to get back. That almost ended the game right there. I don't really know what he thought he was doing there. Van Hecken at the plate to try to keep this game alive. 1-1 the count. Swings and misses. Brewers down to their last strike. Grounds that one to Terry at first, and he'll run over and end the game. A bit of a seesaw affair today, but we're able to come up on top. Milwaukee Brewers 3, Indianapolis Squirrels 5. That'll give us a 2-game cushion in the division. As we look at a few highlights here. This should be the big home run coming up here, which I would think would make Quentin the player of the game, but I guess we'll find out. And indeed it is, and he deserved it. Pinch hit 2-run homer to win the game. All right, thank you for watching, everybody. If you like this stuff, like it, comment it, subscribe, all that good YouTube stuff, or don't. Anyway, thank you for watching. We'll see you again tomorrow.